Hey guys, welcome to the MagFed Ranch Paintball channel, and today I'm going to be doing a top 5 video. But before I get into it guys, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, share, and comment. Okay guys, let's get into it. So the topic of today's top 5 video is going to be the top 5 things I hate about the First Strike T15. Okay guys, so as you guys know, I love these markers. I love the M17 from Valken as well, but nothing's perfect. There's definitely things that I dislike about the design, the features, maybe some of the quality control issues, guys. So that's what I'm going to go over today with you guys. So I'm going to bring the camera in close. The marker that I'm going to be demonstrating with today, guys, is going to be our CO Recce marker clone. Okay, so I'll go over all the different aspects of the T15 with this marker that I hate. Okay, guys? Let's begin. So, okay guys, starting with number 5. Number 5 is going to be the inconsistency of the air system, of the, just the blow. I believe this is a blowback, kind of a spider blowback type of system, or something similar to that, guys, right? So what that means is that when you press the trigger, it's a mechanical, right? The bolt is fixed mechanically in the rearward position. And what's it gonna do is when you press the trigger, the bolt spring is going to push the bolt forward, at which point the air that is stored in the system, it will be released and then of course fire the round, right? In our case, specifically first strike rounds that we like. And then at that point, the pressure from the HPA, right, the pressure from the air that fires the round is going to blow back the bolt, resetting it to the lock position once the sear of the trigger catches it. Okay, so I'm cool with that system, guys. It's obviously very reliable. It's mechanical. It's a very efficient design, as you guys are aware, compared to like the blow forward system from the M17, right? So in essence, it doesn't waste as much air. It's not an air hog like the M17, but what it does do, unfortunately, is makes the shot consistency from shot to shot more pronounced, right? So, in our testing, we've seen fluctuations from, as high as 10 psi plus or minus, but on average, 6 to 8 difference in psi versus the M17, which can be somewhere close to or closer to +3 or minus plus or minus 3 FPS. Okay, so yeah, so number 5 is the inconsistency of the air system. And what that causes, of course, is going to be the precision and accuracy in our groupings, especially as we go to the further distances with the first strike round. Okay, guys? So yeah, so it kind of leads to a less accurate, less precision marker than some of the other markers out there because of that. Okay? Number 4 is going to be the safety selector switch on the T15. Okay, guys? And not that I don't like the realism, right? Not that I like the ergonomics of the T15. They resemble an AR-15 pretty gosh darn close compared to a lot of other markers out there. Probably, I would say this is probably the most realistic marker in terms of, simulating an AR-15 out there. But what I don't like about the safety selector switch is that it's not that positive. You guys will notice here that I'll try to, I don't know if you guys can hear the clicks and obviously the noises that each position is making, but it's not that positive. And then also, as you can see here, it kind of wobbles a little when it gets into the different positions, So compared to the M17, on our 417 assaulter marker, you can see how the clicks are super positive, guys, and they don't move that much. So the M17 just has a more positive, more, I guess, like I said, more quality built safety selector switch. And in testing, I will tell you guys that I have, you know, accidentally disengaged the safety selector switch just because it wasn't as positive. You know, it's obviously user error for sure. You definitely have to train yourself not to do that. But, you know, there are times when obviously maybe you're, for whatever reason, right? It's my training, it's my thumb, whatever. But because also this thing isn't as positive, it gets flipped off. Normally what happens is, for me, if I make a mistake, it'll get flipped off to the full auto position. And because this marker isn't set up with the full auto trigger, it'll still fire. But like I said, it just can create an error for you guys. Imagine if it did have a full auto trigger, then you would go into full auto instead of, obviously, you know, semi-auto. But yeah, I just don't like it. And of course, sometimes it might, you know, get into like a halfway position like this, okay, guys? And that can cause a failure, of course, okay? So number 2 on the list is just kind of the build quality of the safety selector switch, okay, guys? Now, number 3 is going to be the follower on the T15 magazines. And so I've stated this in other videos, guys. Check out the videos where I review, you know, show you guys how to disassemble, reassemble the T15 magazines. But you'll notice that on both the T15 magazines, the 19 round or the 11 round, the follower is just this round, you know, follower, round ball style follower. And that can cause the first strike round to tilt on the follower, just like so. And what that can cause is, as I stated previously in other video, guys, it can cause this failure, right? Where because the round angles back a specific way, specifically when it angles rearward, like you see here, it can cause this jam in the magazine. And this will occur in both the 19 and the 11 round magazine. The 11 round magazine is more notorious for this because of the spring pressure, but the 19 round can still occasionally do it. Now, of course, it can also cause the round to tilt forward like this too, guys, but if you do the modification, as I show you in our fixing for FSR video, if you trim that metal collar on the 11 round T15 magazine, it'll prevent this jam, because as you can see, there's nothing for the nose of the FSR to jam up, okay, guys? And so, yeah, so the round follower on the magazine of the T15 is going to be number 3 on my list. Just to give you guys an example, you'll notice that the follower style on the M17 matches more closely to what is the ideal design. You'll see this design similar for like the TCR, EMF 100, you know, magazines that are meant to take first strike rounds, because as you guys can see here, the first strike round will sit flush on that follower design and not tilt back, you know, forwards or backwards. Okay, guys? Number 2 is a controversial, well, I guess not controversial, but it could definitely switch with number 3. But the reason why I chose it for number 2 is because it's something that I really think First Strike should correct. And that is the barrel adapter or barrel breach, or to plainly put it in terms of what it is, what it's designed to do. It's the barrel mounting system within the T15 receiver, guys. And so it has a retaining Allen screw here. On the airsoft version of the T15, I believe this is for the hop-up feature, but on the paintball marker, it's for just tightening the detent on, and I'll show you guys here. See, it's these detent positions for where the first strike adapter, barrel adapter, is supposed to go. Okay, so the way this mounting system works is it slides into the groove here, and then there's a spring-loaded detent in this screw, and when you rotate the barrel to the different positions, whether it's for mag fed or whether it's for hopper, it'll lock into those little grooves in the slots here, as you can see, the little circular cutouts. Okay, and so because of the way they designed this mounting system, it's just not very positive. I know there's a lot of you guys out there that have complained about how the barrel wiggles like this. I'll try to show you to you guys here, but see, you'll notice that the barrel wiggles a lot when you don't tighten down this feature. Okay, guys, and so one of the tricks, or I guess one of the settings that you need to do properly for the T15 is getting that adjustment correct for the alignment with the breech, with the magazine well, so that way the barrel is tight, and of course, so that way the first strike rounds load up properly. Okay, guys. So there's just, it's just kind of like, it's an unnecessary step that I think First Strike should correct, so that way there's a more positive mounting. It's a more positive mounting solution, which doesn't cause the barrel to wobble, and then also just a more positive mounting solution, so that way there's less errors, in terms of feeding and lining up with the magazine well and everything, right? So you'll see here that when I tighten down that detent correctly, you'll notice that the barrel wobble is eliminated. And so I know that First Strike came out with a new handguard mounting system with a barrel, in essence, a barrel sleeve that takes away that wobbling, but it has, of course, downsides, right? Because now you're kind of married to that mounting system with the new First Strike T15. Whereas, yes, you can still use all the different handguards with using this system, but if you don't set it up properly, then you can have issues. And like I said too, of course, even with it tight as it is here, and you obviously ensure that it's thread pasted or thread locked and everything, guys, you're still going to get a slight, it's not that much, guys. It's actually pretty solid, but there's still kind of this slight barrel wobble because it's literally just tightened just with this one screw. Okay, guys? And so I think that's something that First Strike tried to fix with the new mounting system, but I think they should come up with a better, just kind of a solution in terms of how to mount it up in the receiver. Okay, guys? And then, okay, so that's number two. Number one, guys, is, as you guys know, this might be a controversial take, but to me, it's the hopper adapter feature of the T15. And of course, it's right here, guys, behind the fake shell ejector cover, right? The shell ejector flap door, right, guys? So with the adapter, which is available separately, and then, like I said, with the adjustment of that barrel detent nut, it allows you to rotate the barrel to, there we go, allows you to rotate the barrel to the adapter setting, a hopper adapter setting, and allows you to use that hopper adapter. So one, as you guys know, on this channel, on our company, we don't like hopper play at all. We're promoting mag-fed play, and specifically First Strike mag-fed play. So there's that reason, guys, but that's not the only reason on why this feature is the number one hate on my list. The reason being is because they made number two, right? The feature of number two, where they're saying now we can, rotate the barrel with the way the barrel is mounted up to achieve the different positions for the either mag-fed breech or the hopper adapter breech. That, they had to add this feature in here to make it hopper compatible or hopper capable. And so I think that if they had just didn't think of it as a hopper adapter at all, if they just said, hey, the T15 is just going to be mag-fed only, I think we could come up with a better solution to mount the barrel instead of having to come up with this solution of rotating the barrel adapter to get the different feed systems to work. And that kind of led to other issues like we just mentioned in number 2, right? It led to the barrel wobbling issue. It led to them having to come up with this new handguard sleeve design to make the barrel be more solid, so that way, you know, your shots are more accurate. I just think if they just get rid of the hopper adapter completely, which I'm all for, which I think we all need to just kind of push towards. I'm going to keep beating that dead horse down, guys. I think it would eliminate those 2 problems that are obviously the problems that I hate the most on the T15. Okay, guys? So yeah, guys, that is the top 5 things I hate about the T15. The inconsistency of the air system, the build quality of the safety selector switch, the round follower on the magazines, the barrel adapting, the barrel mounting system in the receiver, and then of course just the fact that it has a hopper adapter feature, you know, causing the other issue with the barrel mounting system. Okay, guys, hey, if you guys like that video, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. Check you guys next time. Peace.